Welcome to the Board of Works meeting. Will you please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? We do our roll call.
Mayor Bonta,
Here.
Member Newell,
Here.
Member Lewis,
Here.
Member Farkas,
Here.
Member Maleta.
Here.
Did everybody have a chance to read the minutes, and is there a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve the minutes. I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I don't believe we have any unfinished business. So when it comes to new business, we have the Board of Works appointment for the Plan Commission board. Denise Little has been the representative for the Board of Works for, I'm just going to say, a number of years. I think she was the senior-most member of the Plan Commission. Last year, she decided to step down from the Plan Commission. Jeremiah Montgomery is someone who I was looking to appoint to this board. He's someone very involved in our community. He's been coming to a lot of the city public meetings. He's got a big interest in planning, and he's getting involved with the comprehensive plan work that we're doing. So I felt like he'd be a really appropriate person for it. If you guys like, I could try to get him before this board if you'd like to meet him, but if you're comfortable with my recommendation, I'd like to nominate Jeremiah Montgomery for the board.
I'll make a motion to approve Jeremiah Montgomery for the Plan Commission appointment.
I'll second that.
So we have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Gets us to the police towing agreement. Chief, do you have something to say on that? This is our favorite meeting of the year for some reason. Okay.
Hello. So pretty much the same thing as last year. We'd like to continue our agreement with Precision Towing and Portage Towing. I sent you guys kind of a cover letter that talks about the different types of tows and when we would get those towing companies involved. Basically, the agreement, there's just certain things that we require of them for them to be the one that we call. Fees and everything are standard through both of them, and we're on the same page with, I think, pretty much all the other departments in the county at this point. So if you get towed, wherever you get towed, it's basically the same fee. And then I guess the end of it, basically the biggest thing is, it's not a contract. Basically, it's just an agreement that they will do these things that we're asking, and there's a call list, we take turns, things like that. That's part of the agreement, and then the fees. So it's basically up to our discretion if there's any issues at any point that we can terminate the agreement. But so far, the last couple of years, we've had no issues with these two companies. It comes up a lot with other people trying to get on the agreement. My stance kind of there is that with the amount of need that we have, these two have been perfectly fine. We haven't run into an issue where we needed anybody else. Not saying that there aren't other companies out there that do a good job, but these two have everything that we require. We've got a good thing going. I don't see any need to add anybody at this point into the mix. So we're just asking to kind of continue with what we've had in place for the last couple of years.
I'll make a motion based on our past experience and department recommendation that we continue the towing agreements with Precision Towing and Portage Towing.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Thank you. Gets us to Schneider Geomatics City Engineer Service Agreement. So this is essentially the same city engineering service agreement that we've had with Great Lakes, but Great Lakes was purchased by Schneider. I don't remember if when they got purchased, they came to this board to officially recognize that. We might have, because we did with a different board, but if you read through, there are some updated prices. I think names are changed, but it is, I believe our attorney also reviewed, and it's primarily the same agreement. Am I right?
I have reviewed. There's no legal objection.
I'll make the motion to approve the Snyder Geomatics City Engineer Service Agreement.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And it's primarily the same team, too. Even Mr. Hannon is still there and involved. Yeah. So that gets us to the updated handbook. I believe Lynn Graylick sent all of us the updated handbook for this year. I'm very happy, with it. She's here if you got any questions, but just want to make sure if you guys had the chance to review and have any questions about it.
Yeah, good morning, thank you. Some part of the refresh was due to a Senate bill that had passed, so we needed to get that language in there. And we thought it was a good time just to revisit some of the stuff that we brought last May, and if there was anything that needed to be updated, we just incorporated that now. Thank you for those who reviewed it and sent comment. I think I've got all the formatting issues fixed and page numbers and what have you, but some of the notable changes were comp time. So we had put in the original handbook the FLSA regs. So we were using the 40-hour barometer, for anything overtime. But historically, Portage had always used 8 hours in a day. So we brought it back to the Board of Works. They defaulted to going back to that last year sometime. And
It was sometime where I think basically we found that switching in the middle of the year was not the smoothest way or really the most appropriate way. But transition into this point to the start of a new year would be something that'd be easier for people to prepare for and for departments to review.
So we did that to the end of the year, and so that change is now back to FLSA regs in this updated handbook. And then we made some minor changes to the drug and alcohol policy, as well as we changed the name from major illness to critical health funding. We just wanted it to be a little bit more appropriate to what it actually is, and that it's a funding mechanism for FMLA. So we made that change as well. But other than that, I think we kept everything the way it was.
I guess my question is, the other members on the board, is everybody comfortable with what they've read with it? I know last time, well, it seems like years ago now that this came up with the previous administration, and
With the horse and the,
I was a little upset that nobody else seemed to have read it. So I'm much more comfortable supporting this, that people here will acknowledge that they did read it. So
Yeah.
thank you. It is very up to date.
Thank you.
I looked at it. It's not much different than what I operate under. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Any other questions?
I guess with that, I'll make a motion that we accept.
I'll second.
we have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
A whole lot, yeah.
It's a lot of work, yeah. Thank you.
That'll get us to Indiana Testing, Inc., Drug Testing Service Agreement. Oh, then you might just want to stay up.
I should have
Yeah.
said that, yeah. So the contract that I'm asking for approval today is with Indiana Testing. They are actually a drug testing facility out of Indianapolis, but the thing that is unique with them is they will come on site and do our testing for us, our random quarterly testing. We had been using Powers Health, which I don't know if you're aware, but they closed their Portage facility December 31st of last year. So we moved our OC Health services to Franciscan here in Portage. Our hope was to keep everything local. But with having CDL drivers, there are some specific requirements that are, we have to follow according to regulations. And ITI specializes in that. They will help us with the clearinghouse to make sure that, we're doing everything accurately, especially when we unfortunately have a positive. There's so many hoops to jump through to make sure that their CDLs stay intact. So what I would like to do with ITI is use them as a supplemental drug testing, if you will. They will primarily be our DOT testing. But if they're coming on site and we're due for random, we'll have them pull everybody at that time. But we'll still use Franciscan for anybody who has like a post-accident or off work or something like that. So this will basically just supplement what we're currently doing with Franciscan, that Franciscan isn't really prepared to do.
My understanding is that and not just my understanding, but kind of prep for, the things you say in a meeting, to get a point across, is that the Department of Transportation regulations are, not to say more serious, but it is to say there are different rules we have to follow when we have an issue with people who have a CDL than when we have an issue with somebody who doesn't have a CDL, and that can get very complicated.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. We test all of our employees according to DOT regs, but we have a little wiggle room there where with CDL holders, we really don't. We're bound by the regulations, and if we don't follow that, you know, they could lose those.
I'll make a motion, we add ITI as an option for our DOT testing.
Thank you.
I'll second.
So we have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.
And then that'll get us to Policy Analytics LLC Letter of Engagement for the Fire Territory. So we did this a bit earlier with the Cinder and Dalton firm, but this is a secondary firm that works with Cinder and Dalton on our work for creating a fire territory as we continue to explore that route. This is the group that actually assesses basically all the numbers in terms of how much revenue that would bring in, how it impacts the tax base, everything like that. I don't necessarily think we need the chief up here, because, Chief, I don't know if you know any more about how to analyze a tax base than I do, but. I'm going to say, why do we need a firm to study, like, all the property tax records when we could just have Chris, do it, in his spare time, but.
Make a motion that we move forward to engage them to do this tax analysis. It's going to happen in the fire. It's something we want to go with, so. we
It
need
seems
to
like
know.
there's a strong benefit. At the end of the day, we're working with Ogden Dunes, and then we've been in communication with the township. But once we have these numbers together, I mean, ultimately, it's either the three of us or the two of us coming together, and there's certainly different benefits, either way. And certainly getting to a point where we have a unified fire territory would be, the best bet for the whole township. But we have to have those numbers first to be able to, quite frankly, have even the public hearings necessary to create that.
I'll second that.
So we have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And then that'll get us to the Board of Works claims. Did everyone have a chance to take a look at the claims?
There's several claims where the payee is the Governmental Insurance Exchange. It says legal services. I won't say the names that are on there. Is that a one-time?
Which one is it?
Yeah, 10 and 11 at the very end.
Actually, I can address that. Governmental Interinsurance Exchange is the company that is the carrier that Samuelson links us up with for those tort claims or civil rights claims. So when the city gets notice of a tort claim or of a civil rights case, we work with our broker, Samuelson, who then links us up with the carrier. And so I'm routinely in contact with attorneys from the Governmental Insurance Exchange. And so just got a letter from them a couple days ago.
Thank you.
Now I know what it's called.
I'll make a motion, we approve the claims in the amount of $1,355,603.20.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And then, do we have any bulk claims on the agenda? Oh, no, we have the payroll claims still. But you said they're at the next meeting? Okay, so we'll skip those. That'll get us to the bulk appeals. We have 2839 May Street.
Anyone from 2839 May Street? May Street here, anyone? Okay. So this is a case of a clear picture of a bulk item at the end of the driveway. This is a duplex, and I was hoping someone would be here to explain their part in case they had any questions, but I'm asking the board, due to their absence, to uphold the $40 charge. Unless the board has a different opinion.
I'll make a motion, we uphold the charge at 2839 May Street.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
All right. For 5699 Brookview, I'm asking the board to possibly table this until the next scheduled BOW meeting, just due to the fact that we did communicate with the individual that filled out the appeal that it would not be on this one because there was a short time in submission of the appeal, and we didn't think we were going to be able to get it onto this Board of Works, but we did say the next one, so.
I'll make a motion, we table the bulk appeal for 5699 Brookview.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Thank you.
Any other business deemed proper to be brought before the board? Mr. Cherry, are you walking up? Yes, sir. With some pressing news or announcement?
We've had some interest in a parcel on Melton Road, and we've gotten 2 appraisals done on that parcel, as the City of Portage does own that. 6290 Melton Road. Like permission from the board to advertise for the sale of this property. I've got Bill Rathjen working on this.
I'll make a motion, we approve moving forward with 6290 Melton Road to sell.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other matters to bring before the board? And if not, is there a motion to adjourn? Oh, I thought
I'll
you were
make a
passing me like,
motion.
I thought you were passing me like a note, like we had to say something at first. No, sorry.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Thank you all.